My name's Leigh and welcome to Bedtime Stories. I'll give you guys a few seconds to take in the fact that yes, I have a big ginger beard. So take that in for a minute. Admire it in all its ginger glory. Okay, now we've got that out of the way. It's the 2nd of March and this is the start of my carpet season. Me and Mr. Bruff, the Jedi, on our way to a syndicate lake that we joined, and in this video or this episode I'm going to show you how I fish. Basically nothing more to it than that. It's a syndicate I've never fished before. It's not a massive lake, it's probably about 2 acres, but there is carp in it to over £30 plus. Now hopefully through this episode you'll see me putting some of those carp on the bank, and I'll show you a few tactics and tips while I'm doing that. It's only about 50 minutes away from my house, which is massive improvement compared to where I have been filming in France, jumping on a coach, getting on a ferry, all of that lot. So it makes a change for me fishing local, and I'm really excited. I don't really know how many times I'm going to be able to get out and put a video together, but it's going to be as often as possible. Shouldn't be long before we get there, so obviously once we do get there I'll show you a quick little video with the lake. Okay, as you can see, this is the open area of the lake, and just been coming into March. As you can see, there's not a lot of greenery on the trees just yet. All that's going to change soon and it'll look a lot different. Okay, just the other side of this evergreen. Out a little bit, and you've got a few little channels just there, as you can see. Got a lovely overhanging tree, a little bit of snag fishing. I'm sure there's going to be a few carp underneath there over the next few months. Reed beds to fish to on the far bank. This is the right hand side of the lake, where I was telling you it goes through into a few little channels filled with rushes. Not very deep down there, but again, it's going to be a good spot for the carp when the weather warms up, I imagine. Let's go take a look at what's further round. Just look at all these little caves on that far bank there. You just know when the summer comes this is going to be all grown up and looking really lush. I really would expect the carp to be down here in the warmer weather.
only about 2 to 2.5 foot deep. Couple of swans on the lake as well, so that's going to get interesting at times. Not being very deep, if you fish in the shallow water, chances of catching a swan are going to be high. Starting the nest off, ready for the spring. No doubt there'll be some little baby cygnets on here at some point. Just behind the main body of water, you've got this lovely little channel that goes through. About 1.5 foot deep. I don't think I'd ever be really putting a rod round here, but you know the carp passing through. Don't get electrocuted on the fence. Well, there we go. But just over this little thin bridge is what looks to be a nice little spot I saw from the other side of the bank. Let's go have a look. Again, just a couple of little spots here where, you know, you might be able to do a little bit of pre-baiting and a bit of stalking. All this is going to look a load different in another 30 days time. Nice having all of these blackberry bushes around. Sit and eat some blackberries. Nice. I love a good blackberry. Here's the little point I mentioned. It looks nice to maybe sit here on a nice hot day, climb up that tree and get a better view of the lake, or a better view of what's on the surface. First impressions, I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. It's got a lot to offer. I mentioned earlier that yes, there is carp in here to over £30. Bruffy's been fortunate enough to have a few out already. He's only done a few sessions, but each session he's managed to pick up a couple, and I think the biggest one so far for him's been £26 to £27. You know, so that's an absolute result. As you can see there, somebody's cast into the tree and had the misfortune of snapping off. Just left the branch dangling. To say I'm excited would be an understatement. I can't wait until the 1st of April and I can get the rods out and get cracking on this new syndicate. The great thing about this syndicate is it's not a very busy syndicate, and the chances of me having the lake to myself are very high on most visits. It's just a shame I can't do nothing now down here till the next 30 days have passed by, so I'll see you in April. Okay, Sunday the 3rd of March, just sitting here playing game on the PS, microphone in the way. And the phone call I've been waiting for, and it's come through really quick. I've got my syndicate ticket, and hopefully I can get on there straight away as soon as possible. So maybe in the next few days you'll see me back on the lake.
It's March the 8th. Going pay the big boss man some money for me syndicate. While I'm down at the lake, I'm going to do some mapping, get the deeper out. Not actually fishing because I can't get on there till April the 1st, and oh man, well, talk about counting the days down, it can't come quick enough. But I'm going to utilise the time I've got spare today and, like I say, do a little bit of mapping around the lake. I'll show you a little picture of the lake that I took from Google Maps or Google Earth, and I've decided that there's going to be like 4 main swims, so here you go. Not very complicated. 4 swims, 1, 2, 3, 4, all along one side of the bank. For now, we may end up sneaking a 5th swim in, or a 5th peg, as the sessions develop, fishing off the little point part. You never know, I don't really know what's going to happen, so a bit of trial and error. But those are the 4 main pegs I'll be concentrating on. Don't think there's going to be anybody on the lake. It's a pretty miserable Friday afternoon, and like I say, it is a quiet venue anyway. So I'll see you down at the pool.
That was the plan. But I got down to the pool and the depot wasn't working properly because I hadn't updated it. And over the next few days, in came Storm Gareth and ruined the next opportunity.
Back down at the syndicate, and damn, that sun's bright. But I'm not alone. There's a guy just got a couple of rods flicked out at the moment in what I'm calling peg 1. He's doing a night down here. Silly me, forgot to put my Polaroids in. I'm blind as a bat because of the sun and the glare on the water. Wow. Just going down to the other end where it's not so bright. I'm going to stay here for a couple of hours, just have a look at if I can see anything. It's kind of put my plans out a little bit because I was hoping to find a spot without anybody seeing me do it. And while I was here, I was going to stick a bit of bait over it. But won't be long before I've got some lines in the water. And I just can't wait. Right, the big day has finally come. It's Sunday the 30th of March and I'm actually down on the syndicate now. Looking forward to it. It's the start of the year. A whole lot of sessions are going to get done down here and it's a fantastic day too. It's 14 degrees. It's really nice for the time of year. I can't fault it. Temperatures have been dropping down at night, but well, it is what it is. Anyway, I got here at about 12 o'clock. It's 3:30 now. What have I been doing for 3.5 hours? Well, I probably did several laps around the pool and I couldn't see any carp showing or any obvious spaces or any place where I should really be fishing. So I got the deeper out. After an hour of having a cast around with the deeper, I've decided to fish in what I've called peg 1. So let's take a look at what's in front of peg 1. You know, looking at the bottom of the lake, kind of features or any weed or what's there. So here it is. Okay, so that's what the lake bed looks like, and you can see why I've decided to put the rigs where I have. It comes down onto a slope into a clear spot, and it's just on that little clear spot, as I mentioned, that's where I've got my rigs. Not much you can say when it's the first session. Obviously, as the sessions develop, we'll hopefully be putting some carp on the bank as well. I never really expect to catch anything on the first session because I do use it more as a recon to do a lot of homework ready for the next session. That saves a lot of time in the future sessions to come. But if I could put a carp on the bank, it'd be a bonus. I've scattered a little bit of sweet corn and hemp over the spot there, and the rods are out. It's just a case of sitting back now. I'm going to get the kettle on and enjoy the view. It's a great day just to be out on the bank. Either way, I enjoy this kind of thing. It's better than a bad day at work.
The next few hours seemed to pass away really quick, even though I wasn't doing much. Sitting on the bank, enjoying a drink of tea, admiring the view. After all, I was still excited to get the rods out. Been waiting for this for a whole month.
Ooh, it's 10 to 8 now, and yeah, the temperature's dropped quite a lot. I guess this is where the big Viking beard comes in handy. Keeps my face very warm. What's happened over the last few hours? Not much. I've had a wander up and down the bank and I haven't seen anything showing or nothing worth really telling you. Apart from I had a couple of bleeps on my right hand side rod. But other than that, I've got the kettle on and it's about to be going dark soon, so I've got a nice warm drink, and if I catch anything through the night, I'll definitely be showing you, so fingers crossed. Ooh, man, that got cold last night. It's about 25 past 6 now. Not been daylight for long, and yes, it's cold. Fingertips are freezing. Glad I was in that nice big sleeping bag last night. I slept with all of my clothes on and my hat and my hoodie up and all sorts. Lovely nice warm cup of tea. Oh, what happened through the night? Just a couple of liners on the right hand side rod and a bit of a strange occurrence at about 5 o'clock this morning. Right hand side rod sort of did it. Thought it was a run. Jumped out into it and there was nothing on the end of it, so it was quite possibly just a big liner. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Wait till it warms up a little bit. Probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock I'll have a recast of the rods. Maybe have a change of colour bait. Try different pop-up on through today. Just see what happens with that. You've got to keep going through the motions. But yeah, all I can say is cold, cold and cold. I made myself a porridge for breakfast and it's making my dinner look all so appealing. I've got a pot noodle for my dinner, and you know how this porridge tastes. I can't wait till I eat that pot noodle. Proper slumming it. Proper slumming it with cheap ass porridge. It's just not that nice. There's no flavour, no taste. I did pick original though, but I don't know how long it was in my cupboard before. Probably should have even looked at the date on it. Does porridge have a date?
hours has gone really fast, but I have enjoyed it. It's been great just to get the rods out.
Okay, 4 days have passed by since I was last here. I've managed to get another session in pretty quick. It's Friday the 5th of April now. Fishing back and peg one. I've got the right hand side rod out on a white pop-up with a Ronnie rig on, and the left hand side rod is on a 3-foot zig, based on the fact that there's quite a lot of weed out in front of this peg where I'm fishing, and that zig should just sit slightly above the weed. So let's see if that makes any difference to this session. Time will tell. I've done a total of 48 hours now, and I haven't seen a carp swimming around anywhere. I've done lap after lap after lap, and I just can't seem to see any. So I suppose I better get myself down out this tree. Maximum effort on this session. Session 3 got here about 6:15 this morning. First light, and man, it's bitter cold. It's about 1 degree. Hopefully it'll warm up throughout the day. I just knew there was a reason I liked Bruffy. He's brought donuts. That's a sign of a true friend. I did say in time this one would probably be a problem, and as you can see, oh yeah, he's a problem. I'm fishing in line with the tree you can see on the far bank. That big one there. And swan. Oh yeah. He's found a little bit of bait to put in. Yep, diving, arse ending up over the bait that I've got there, which is not very fair, because about 15 minutes ago I fed him half a loaf, and this is me thanks I get, showing me his backside. I think he's trying to say kiss my arse.
Yet again, it turned out to be a really cold night, with freezing temperatures in the early hours of the morning, resulting in another blank. I just feel like the carp are waiting for the warmer weather. But it wouldn't be long before I was out again over the next bank holiday weekend.
It's Saturday the 20th of April. I got down here last night. It's about 5:30. Nothing happened through the night, but at 7:15 this morning I had my first run on my right hand side rod. It's gone beaming off. I was in a coma. I didn't even know what was going on. So I come out my bivvy, hit into it, yeah, contact into the carp, brilliant carp on, I'm all dead excited. It's pulled and pulled and pulled, gone into the tree to the right, and unfortunately I couldn't get it out and it snapped at the hook. I'm not very happy about that, But oh man, a confidence boost at last. That's the 4th session I've done and I've had my first run. Pity I lost it, but the rod's back on the spot and I can see what happens. I'm not going home until Monday, so I've still got a couple of days here. The spot I was fishing is just in front of the deck in there. It's about 2.5 foot sloping down, and yeah, it took me straight into the tree to the right, just in front of the swan there. Absolutely gutting, but I've been back round. I've put a couple of handfuls of spod mix back in, and the only adjustment I've made is I'm still fishing the Ronnie rig, but I've put it as really critically balanced as I can, so it's sinking really slow. And by doing that, I know it's sitting just on top of the weed. I was getting a bit concerned that I put a bit too much putty on and it was sinking too far down into the weed. So since that adjustment, that's got me a run.
Good. Oh, these chuffy rushes are in a frigging whale load.
It's not very that's it.
Right, okay.
Oh, oh, on the edge, you're in.
Woo! 4th session, 2nd run of the session. As you've seen, I lost the first one early this morning. Hooked into this one after just a couple of bleeps. Yeah, gone off, and I'm amazed, I'm chuffed. Actually watching them swimming up and down the surface. So, to have one go off from on the bottom, it's about 22 degrees. No t-shirt, it's great. What a stunning common as well. 18.5 pound. Taken on a critically balanced pop-up, a yellow one, with a few handfuls of spod mix over the top. So yeah, I'm well chuffed. And if you want to bang me a few pictures off just by pressing the little white button at the same time, it'll save me taking them off the video. Happy joy. And he's in pearly condition as well. He's been munching in the silt. You can see he's got a nice big dark mouth, which would indicate that he's been feeding in the silt. But yeah, chuffed a bit. Get it back. Pants are showing and everything, but nobody cares. You've seen my pants a million times by now, I'm guessing. Me butt crack. Make sure we got it the right way around. Oh yeah, one to go already.
Jobs are good, and just see him guiding along the margin here. Try to sneak up on him. There he is. Just over there, like. Look at him. Look at the size of the back on that out of the water. A lot of margin here. Like a torpedo. Picked up the line a little bit then. Yeah. Activity all over the place. There's two there going across. It's almost like they're chasing each other. Maybe they're ready to spawn. They're definitely chasing each other then. I'm trying to put a happy face on. It's not really working though. Just recast my left rod with a longer hook link on, and within 3 minutes it's gone off. And because it's only in the shallow, yeah, it's gone ramping off to the left. Had it on for about 2 minutes and the hook's pulled. Oh God, talk about frustrating. Never mind, but the carp are feeding and the rigs are working.
After losing 2 carp, it's time to get my head round things and have a little bit of dinner and rethink my strategy and maybe calm down a little bit too.
Don't know what time it is, but after a mega epic battle, taking on the tree, we have this clunker. Oh yes, that's a nice one indeed. Right, a proper gill, mate. That's one thing I've learned, these always get in the way. Remember to move them. Well, after losing one earlier, that's it, okay. And then putting this, I'd definitely say old. I am buzzing, absolutely buzzing. £25, second one, and hopefully there'll be many more to come. What a day. There've been shows all over the place. Oh man, just mint. And I can feel all the little spawning cuticles on it, on the front here. So yeah, I think it's spawning time soon. But £25, minty. Jobs are good, and I just wish it was daytime. need some light because I can't see where the hell I'm walking. Oh. See you, buddy. Oh. Yeah, result. It's just gone about 8:30. I've had a quiet night after landing that one last night. I'm really chuffed with it as well. £25, made a few adjustments. Just cast out to the far margin now, which is 9 wraps and 10 foot. Carp were cruising all the way along that margin yesterday, so hopefully the coot won't dive down onto my bait and I'll have a chance to pick one up. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I don't think living like this would be too difficult for me. Great view every morning and a bacon butty cookie. Can't go wrong, man. Just can't go wrong. It's almost like living the dream. Well, that was really exciting last night. You know, I really chuffed having that. 4 runs in total, landed 2. But let me just show you what kind of happened last night. Well, the first thing that went wrong is I couldn't get out the sleeping bag. I got this other little sleeping bag in because it was a bit chilly, and this got caught in the zip, and yeah, couldn't get that open, so yeah, panic on. Then problem with the shoes, couldn't get those on, so just left them. Completely forgot to take my head torch with me, so when I struck into it, the rod tip was already hammered around and into the rushies. I also had my landing net too close to my rods, and when I struck there was too much tension on the rod tip with it being bent round, and I picked the landing net up as well. So yeah, by the time I'd realised the clutch was also too slack, the carp had taken me into the tree over there. So after 5 minutes of just holding, I managed to get myself over here. Now bear in mind at this point I've got no shoes on, so my feet again is soaked because of all of the dew and the mist that was coming up. I stood here for a couple of minutes, just try and keep the tension on it, no joy. Try and feed the rod around this tree. Oh man, I'm messing around, I'm swapping hands like this. I've got the rod around and I'm finding it difficult, so then I had to kind of swing myself around like this. I got myself down here. Now bear in mind, I come down here and threw this in the dark with no head torch on, but yeah, still in the snag at this point. Stood here for about another 7 or 8 minutes just thinking, oh, it's not going to come out, have I even lost it already, because I couldn't feel anything. And then suddenly I just felt a big pull, and just keeping it under tension and tight line, I felt it come free. At this point I was absolutely elated, mate. I was mega happy at this. Made my way back around the tree again, swinging around like a monkey. got it all back under control and made me way back to the peg here. Oh, and at this point it was back out into the open water and feeling like I'd got it well under control, and shortly after that it went into the net. But those kind of battles, oh, just as you're filming you get it. Is that a liner, a run, is it the duck diving down? Oh, I don't know, could have been just a liner. There is a lot of carp swimming over that margin. Yeah, it's pulled me bobbing off. But yeah, epic battles like that, that's what gets the adrenaline going and makes them even more special when you do catch them. If they all came in like a dog on a lead, well, it'd get a bit boring after a while, you know, and it adds to the adventure. Well, if you're enjoying the video so far, thanks for watching. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. Filming over a season, so if you're still watching it, thanks very much, much appreciated. I'm not trying to show people how to fish, by the way, and I'm not trying to teach you how to suck eggs. This is just a basic, you know, how my fishing goes throughout the year and how I fish. So for those people who have subscribed, blah, 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 for those people who have subscribed already, you know, thanks a lot. It's really, really appreciated.
It won't be long before these have hatched and the circle of life begins again. Most carp anglers assume that the carp only start spawning towards the end of May and into June, but it's only the 22nd of April. Nobody can predict when carp are going to spawn. It's one of nature's great wonders, and at the moment they are definitely getting their freak on. It's no surprise that the carp have picked this end of the pool to spawn in. It's the perfect environment. Shallow, warm, weedy water. It's great just to see so many carp swimming around. Lots of commons, mirrors and a few leathers. I'm happy to see the carp spawning now. Getting it done and out the way might make it a bit easier over the next few sessions. If everything goes to plan, hopefully I'll be back out here within a week to do another 24 hours.